Hey guys, Sophie Halifax here. I'm going to do a reaction video. I really like these videos. It's really interesting to just see people's opinions, and I thought I would do a reaction video of me reacting to the experiences and opinions of people who have lost weight.
Hey everyone, my name's Luke, and today we're reading r/ask Reddit. Obese Redditors who lost the weight. What surprised you the most?
Exciting.
That winters have become temporary apocalypses where I need to double up on literally everything lest I freeze to death.
I do not
My
relate
first
to
winter
that.
skinny, I had to wear 2 pairs of socks on my feet or else they would be numb in the morning. Also went from lack of anxiety to more anxiety from being noticed more. No bueno.
I'll be really surprised if I get cold.
I've recently lost 65 pounds,
Wow.
243 to 178. Still got a bit to go though. I've already noticed a decent difference including how people act towards me, which I
Oh.
was expecting, but the part I wasn't expecting was the resentment from some of my friends who, while not terribly overweight, are now slightly heavier than me, and they are not happy about it.
Oh, I don't know about
A
that
lot
one.
of the things have already been said. As for something new, I was freaking shocked the first time I jumped into a go-kart and flew around the track. I thought they had upgraded the carts. Then I just realized that they haul a lot of ass when they're hauling 135 pounds less ass.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Carts are slower to accelerate when you're a heavier character.
Of
But they have
course.
a higher top speed and you can bump other carts.
If
and
I went
make them drop
go-karting-
points. How little I actually need to eat versus how much I feel I could eat.
Yeah.
The before and after photos for the most part. You don't realize how fat you actually are until you lose weight and look 10 times better.
It's taken me ages to find any
When
difference
sitting in hard
my
chairs or
photos.
benches, I could feel my vertebrae touching whatever I was sitting on. It was very weird to get used to.
I wouldn't like that.
And getting cold very easily. Yep, no more natural ass cushion. Sitting takes a little
That's
more
why I
effort.
wanna, like,
Luckily, better
Go
posture
to the gym and
equals
get
more
some
comfortable.
muscles. I don't want to be sitting on my bony bum.
I lost over 90 pounds last year, and what surprised me most is I forgot to calculate for shrinking underwear.
Okay.
It cost a bundle to replace, but was incentive to keep the weight off, which I
I have the
did.
biggest granny
Oh,
underwear ever.
And my shoe size went down 1 size. That is pretty common as well. Going from eating greasy fast food to mostly fruits and vegetables means that you don't have to use half a roll of toilet paper when taking a dump.
If you can
Shopping
get
for
any toilet
clothes
paper,
is
there's, like, no
so
toilet
much
paper.
easier now. You should maybe point out that those two things aren't related. No, they're related. How easy it comes back. Went
Oh.
from 250 to less than 200, then back to 265.
I don't like hearing stuff like that.
I've lost about 15 since I hit that max, but it's not as easy this time. As someone who constantly complained about being too hot and then lost over 100 pounds, 360 to about 250, why the F is everything so cold?
I'd be so surprised if that's
and
me.
to add to that, you sweat so much less. I never understood why I sweated. I lived in New England, and even in the harsh negative 10-degree winters, I was still sweating, constantly, just always sweating. Now I never sweat unless I'm working out hard.
I hope that's me.
Lost about 200 pounds following the death of my wife.
Oh my
Needed to
God.
make sure I wasn't going to keel over of a heart attack now I was a single parent to our 2 kids. Always
awful.
used to be hot all the time. Cold was something that now existed. Also realized that I was still kind of a crappy person, now just a slightly smaller one.
Well, at least you're healthier and smaller.
In June 2018 at the doctor's office, I weighed 263 pounds without clothes. This past Thursday at the doctor's office, I weighed 211 pounds without clothes. I guess what surprised me the most is that I really can't see where I lost all that weight.
Me too. I'm exactly the same. I don't see a
How
difference.
easy it was to lose weight once I accepted the fact that I'm a food addict / binge eater, and therefore calorie counting just needs to always be a
Yeah.
part of my life. Although the
100%.
biggest surprise was how sabotaging, mean, and in denial almost all the people in my life are regarding food.
Why?
I
Why?
subscribe to the your body, your business school of thought
Agree.
and was shocked at the amount of times I was accused of having a restrictive eating disorder when still well over 200 pounds, eating 1,800 calories a day and losing less than 30 pounds a year. Of course, when I put on 110 pounds over the course of 2 years, no one said a thing.
That's the thing.
My mom does the same. I weighed too much, so I decided to do something. I started to count calories. And now she says that she will have to take me to the psychiatrist because I have an eating disorder. Question mark.
What the hell? That's crazy.
I found it odd when I was blending into a crowd. No one looked or whispering, no side glances, etc. And then getting used to the fact that people laughing together were now very
I have the
unlikely
same
to
problem.
be laughing at me. I lost 5 stone in UK measurements, around 70 pounds,
Wow.
over 2.5 years.
That's good. Take it slow.
How different people treat you when you are in shape versus fat.
Oh,
You
dear.
get treated with a lot more respect from men and women. It was weird to get used to. I can confirm this. My best friend just lost a ton of weight through a year of hard work. There was a guy at our university who treated her so badly when she was overweight.
Oh, you...
He one time told her
So-and-so?
he didn't talk to fat chicks. He wasn't even that thin himself. She didn't see him for a year, and then we ran into him on campus a year later. She was 100 pounds thinner. He was all over her.
Yeah, of
He was
course.
telling her she was beautiful, and he always liked her but was too afraid to tell her, and
Of
asked her
course.
on a date. I almost spit out my milk and peed myself when she responded with, "Sorry, I don't talk to fat assholes." Just a
You go,
disclaimer,
girl.
she's very encouraging of people trying to lose weight. She's actually on her way to becoming a personal trainer. She's not trying to fat shame anyone and would never say that to anyone else. Somebody was around to hear what she said, except blah, 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 blah. My asthma symptoms completely went away. Never even considered that as a possible outcome. I was pretty broke and ran out of Advair, preventative medication, which cost $300 for a month's supply, where the rescue inhaler cost like $20. So I was going to have to go cold turkey, and about 2 weeks later, I realized I hadn't actually used the rescue inhaler. Eventually, my rescue inhaler expired, and I haven't had need or want for it since.
That's awesome. That is so cool.
I look at myself in the mirror naked these days and think, I could lose an ounce of fat here. I could lose another ounce here. I could lose 2 ounces here. Ugh. But at 50 pounds overweight, I used to look at myself naked in the mirror and think, looking good.
Oh, I hope I'm not like that if I lose weight. Like,
Boxer
seriously.
shorts don't naturally fold over at the top. That's gut momentum. I do actually get cold in winter and can no longer wear shorts in January. My prick got larger. I don't sweat when resting anymore.
Okay. That's a lot of information.
That I wasn't happy. I thought I would be happy or happier, but I just wasn't. I had lost around 130 pounds, felt the same mentally. I've gained back about 50 pounds, trying to bring myself back into the routine of losing weight, but it's difficult knowing it won't fix all of my apathy.
That's the thing. It's not going to make you happy. It's just
Went
going to
from
make you healthier.
270 to 175. One character in Game of Thrones, Salador San, jokes that a fat man always sits comfortably, I am thinking, for he takes his pillow with him wherever he goes.
Yeah.
And holy shit, it's true. I never realized how uncomfortable bleachers were or even noticed that I had a tailbone before losing the weight.
Oh, I really hope I get buff
How
and I
much
don't
better I
have
felt,
boniness.
how much energy I had, and how much a lot of the new clothes cost.
Okay, I'm not looking forward to
My
that.
self-image is still sometimes 260 pounds, 6 years after I dropped almost half of it.
Wow.
I get so cold now. I
Another
can't get away
cold
with just
one?
a sweatshirt in the winter. I need a long sleeve underneath a sweater, underneath my big coat, before I even feel a
Wow.
little warm. I finally understand why people wear so many layers.
If that's me, I'm going to be really surprised.
I've still got a ways to go. Currently 258 from 298 in November. But one pleasant change is that when I'm lying down on my back, I can feel my ribs.
Another one about boniness.
I don't know if you'd call each one surprising on their own, but in total, they combine to a massive quality of life improvement. I slept better, breathed better, my mood improved, my pain lessened, my knees stopped hurting. I could actually get up from sitting on the floor without rolling on my side, and I could just stand. Depression went away, anxiety went away, social phobias went away, muscle cramps in my upper back went away. I stopped
so
wearing
good.
through the crotches and underarms of all my
Oh, I
clothing
can't
in
wait
short
for
order,
that.
and lost the chafing that went along with that. I can now
my
withstand bumps
dream.
without bruising so much. Small scratches and mosquito bites didn't bleed for effing ever, and I catch a cold once every few years instead of twice a year.
Okay.
Perhaps the biggest surprise was the amount of pain I suddenly wasn't in just from moving around. That's the best.
Oh, I hope I get rid of the pain
How
on my
much I
back.
disliked the people who were suddenly nice to me, and there were a lot of them. My kids wouldn't cuddle with me because I wasn't soft anymore.
Oh,
That's kind of a sad one to wrap up the video on. But
okay.
if you enjoyed this video,
We did.
please
So I hope you enjoyed that reaction video. I just wanted to do something a little bit different. If you haven't heard of me, or if this is the first time you're watching me, I'm Sophie Halifat. So far I've lost about 17 kilograms and I want to lose about 30 kilograms more. So there's still a long way to go on my journey, and yeah, I want to share it with you. So please subscribe and give a thumbs up, and leave a comment if you have lost a lot of weight, or if you're losing weight and just notice any changes, anything different, then please leave a comment and let us all know and discuss. I think the thing I'm most excited about is probably just being healthier. As I said, really hope my back pain goes away. Really don't want a bony bum. Like, I really, yeah, that would actually be a little bit like for me to like not be comfortable. Like, I'm obsessed with being comfortable. And I think to actually be cold, you know, a lot of the time, I actually wouldn't mind being cold. I actually like being cold. I'm not a fan of like being hot. Anyway, let me know if you want to see another one of these, because this was actually quite fun to do. So I'm really glad I did it. All right, bye guys.